Hey guys, welcome back. Star from Little Soap Shed. I'm going to be doing part 2 of the videos for the oatmeal milk body soak. And now these are the bath bomb recipes. So I'm going to place a couple things in here with my coconut oil and I'll tell you what they are. I'm going to put these on in the microwave on low, just enough to melt the coconut oil. We still have quite a lot of ingredients out, so shouldn't take it very long. So let me tell you the recipe while I put my gloves on. This is for the bath bomb recipe. I have my roses here again, and I have some oatmeal here as well. I'm going to scent this with oatmeal milk and honey rose to match the soaks. You're going to use 3 ounces of coconut oil, 0.3 ounces of fragrance oil or essential oil, 0.3 ounces of Polysorbate 80, and you're going to have 2 cups of baking soda, 1 cup of citric acid, 1/4 cup of Epsom salt, and 1 cup of Himalayan salt. You can use molds like these and you can get them on Amazon, and if you don't have those, no worry, no fret. You can use a ramekin like this, put a little cellophane down in the bottom, non-stick, and I'll show you how to do that. So let's get started, shall we? So in here, I had heated up my coconut oil, my Polysorbate 80, and I melted it well with the oil, the essential oil I'm using, because it's going to go into my bowl. You're going to need a strainer and a bowl and a spoon. So in goes your 2 cups of baking soda. I like to strain everything just to prevent lumps. If you're sensitive to dust, I'd wear a mask. In goes my salt. And in the salt, I also added 2 tablespoons of SLSA. The really big pieces of the Himalayan salt that didn't break up, I'm going to leave out. It's a very small amount because it will cause like a little bump in the bath bomb, and I don't want that. This is my citric acid. I'm going to wait on that for a second. And this is my Epsom salt. I'm going to go ahead and mix in my oils into the mixture. That's why I'm waiting before I add the citric acid and everything, because I don't want it to boil or bubble on me. It smells heavenly. So it's moistening it up. Just mix it up really good. And you'll be able to somewhat put it a clump in your hand at this point. Now you're going to add your citric acid. The reason I waited is because I didn't want to activate the citric acid by adding the oils to it, and sometimes it does do that and sometimes it doesn't. Now you're going to moisten this up to like sand, like the sand in the at the playground where you take your kids. And you can use a couple of different options to use as far as you want to for your hydrating agent. I'm going to use witch hazel. And I'm just going to add it a little bit at a time. About 4 or 5 squirts. Mix it around. And what I'm going to try to do is just form a nice solid ball in my hand before I start molding. Here's where you would add any color if you want to add color or any other essential additives that you want to add. Let's check it. Not quite, but you can see it is forming up. So we're going to add a little more. You just do it gradually. Each person's, spritzing with the either alcohol or distilled water or witch hazel, whichever you choose, is going to be based on your environment, how humid it is, how hot it is. Almost. You want to be able to put it in your hand and from above drop it and it doesn't break. It's still breaking a little bit, so we're going to add a little more. Just be patient and add a few spritzes at a time so you don't activate anything. You won't need to go to the gym. This will give you a good workout on your arm, that they make great gifts with your oatmeal soaks. We're almost there. One more and I think we'll be good. As I said, if you don't have molds, it's okay. You can use a ramekin or a small mold that you have and just line it with some saran wrap. And then make it that way. You can wrap it right there in the saran wrap as the gift, right? You don't have to take it and put it in a mold. I'm going to try and see what happens here. Now I have some roses and I also have some oatmeal here. So I'm going to put a little bit of oatmeal down in the bottom of this first. And I'm just going to pack some in here. And I'm going to fill up the other side. Let me get a spoon. And just get a, spoon, pack it in nice, and then place them together. Squeeze the bejesus out of them. We'll see if we need to add any more witch hazel or not. Tap it lightly. One side. Turn it over. tap it lightly. Okay, then you have a bath bomb. And I like to put mine in this little cupcake tray. It has a lid and I can cover it. So this one I'm going to put a little couple roses maybe in this one. Really a tiny amount, not a lot. Fill it up. Get your other one. We're going to do one in the Ramekin so I can show you how easy it is if you don't have the molds. I used to do mine in Ramekins all the time. And that's with the rose. Sometimes they don't let up as nice as you want them to. Just be patient and just tap it again. It will come out. You'll hear it make a noise. What are you guys doing for Mother's Day? Do you have special plans? Are you going somewhere to visit family? Are you going to visit your mom? My mom's passed away, bless her heart, but I would be over there if she wasn't. These you can pack in your saran wrap. If you wrap in the Ramekins, like I'm going to show you on the next one. You probably have all these ingredients in your kitchen, in your house right now. And where I'm at, it's really, really hot out. So I'm going to drop a little bit of roses in the Ramekin. And I'm going to fill it up and just pack it down in there. Same as you would for the mold. Put a little bit more in there. What's nice by doing it this way too is once you take them out of the Ramekin, right, you can wrap, comes right out in the cellophane with the roses on the bottom. And you can leave it open on your tray and you can gift it just like that. Or you can take it out and it's like this. Set it on your tray and place your saran wrap back in your Ramekins and keep on molding. So there's no special tools that you need. You got this. You got this. You can make some beautiful, beautiful bath bombs and gifts for your friends, your mom, your grandma, your friend down the street who just had a baby and isn't able to get out and get anything for herself. She's going to be the first package I drop off. They just had twins. And I don't know, she probably needs a good oatmeal bath soak and a bath bomb, right? Pretty simple gifts to do, and then you can just wrap it up into different type of packaging for the outside of the packaging. You can use cardstock, like I said. I'll show you some options to wrapping these other than using the saran wrap. You can always use press and seal bags. Not necessary. Saran wrap works great. That one didn't want to come apart. You can hear it. It kind of makes a noise, boop, like a pop. And if your mixture begins to dry out a little bit, all you do is spritz it a little bit with your witch hazel and you'll be good to go. Let these dry on the tray for 24 hours before you package them up and give them away. They'll make great gifts. Who doesn't love a beautiful bath bomb with a soap, a lit candle, and a nice glass of wine? That's what mommy's day is about, right? They work so hard. I think being a parent is one of the hardest jobs on the planet. So let's do an oatmeal ramekin, shall we? Since we did a rose one, let's do an oatmeal one. Just place it in there, just like you do the mold. Press it down. No need to use a spoon. And grab your saran wrap and pull it up, and there's the oatmeal one. We'll lay that one upside down. So it's pretty simple to do. You can use whatever you like. Any kind of mold with it'll work. I forget how many this makes. I think it makes, if you're using the small size like I'm using right now, you end up with like 16. But if you're using a bigger one, which I'm going to use next, I'll show you that. You'll get less bath bombs, but these little ones, because I use SLSA for the bubbles, it's just, they're really sufficient for me. If I use a big bath bomb, it's usually because I'm going to travel somewhere and I'm either going to probably use it in the hotel or something. Hear it pop? See, that's starting to dry a little. So we're going to wet it a little bit more. When it starts to do that, you just rehydrate your mixture. Give it a good gist with the witch hazel. And go right back at it. This is so fun to do with kids because they get their hands in the mixture and they get to make their own bath bombs and they love doing it. So be sure and share this with your kids or share the content so moms and dads who want to make them together, they can, and they have a really simple, doable, easy, a non-fail recipe, honestly. Hang on to your spoon because your hands get a little slippery. Oh, that one looked like it wanted to crack a tad. I hope it doesn't. It does. Okay. So we got to pack a little more in here. Squeeze the bejesus out of it. Try to get your rings as even as you can and clean up the edges. And squeeze the bejesus out of it. Unclear why that doesn't want to go in there, so we'll empty it out and start her over. Maybe it got too hard in there too quickly, or not wet enough. Let me check it. It seems to be. It's at 22, so I'll bring you back when I get these all done and I'll show you how to package them. Okay guys, so it made about 15 bath bombs. Let them dry in your tray for 24 hours before you package them. But I wanted to give you some package ideas. You can get these little boxes like this and you can place them, the bath bombs, in a little plastic bag. Seal it up and place it down in here, and you can add a tag for it. These are just examples. These are Christmas tags. Or you can add a flower to it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the label on the front of the box with the rose saying it's a natural bath bomb. So I'll take one of these labels and place it on the front. I'll use cardstock too. You can use that. It's a little bit thicker if you want to, and you can place it in bags. And then I want to show you how they work. So be sure and leave these out for 24 hours. If you're concerned about packaging, remember when you're making them in the Ramekin, all you have to do is pull it up in the Ramekin. This is an oatmeal one. You can seal it up just like this and give it away as a gift. You don't have to have any special packaging whatsoever. So just be sure and leave this out for 24 hours to dry. So I'm going to stick that back in there to dry. And I'll show you how they work. I broke this one taking it out, so I'll show you how they work. This is one of the little ones. They work really good. It's got really light, nice, silky bubbles to it. Feels really good on your skin. These make beautiful, beautiful gifts. I hope it doesn't foam over. My bowl may not have been big enough, but we'll see. See how it keeps bubbling and going. So the bath bomb is spinning and turning inside the bowl here. not overflowed yet. You see a little bit of the rose petals on top. It smells absolutely lovely. It's going to foam over, so my bowl is a little small. That's okay. So don't be too picky about labeling them, or don't be too picky about trying to figure out, how you're going to package them. And if you don't have a soap mold or you don't have a bath bomb mold, just use a ramekin. Wrap them up just like that. Put a little twist tie. Just like that, and you can label them and give them away as gifts. They make perfect gifts. Just be sure and wait 24 hours before you package them up. These are what the ones that we made together look like. I hope you enjoyed them. If you try the recipe, please let me know. Share the content with other people. You don't know who is looking to make some beautiful gifts for their family and they're on a budget. You can do both of these gift ideas on a budget for less than $10 each gift. That's a $20 gift with very high quality products, and you handcrafted themselves with your tender loving care and love. I really appreciate you guys so much. You're awesome. I appreciate you being here with me and spending time. Please sound off in the comments section below. I will post the recipe for this in the description as always. Give me a thumbs up if you like this recipe, and please comment and share the content. Thank you so much. Namaste.